is Cassie from thethriftycouple.com. We've made it to our destination for our big family vacation, and I know that a lot of you were following up on our story about our family vacation because there's a huge story behind it, and we've done a handful of videos leading up to our family vacation. But I wanted to show you where we were staying and why. So I'm going to flip this around and then tell you the whole story here. So we are going to come into our room. We are here at the Extended Stay America. There is Alex. And so we wanted to show you this room. We are actually, does anybody happen to know where we are? We've been talking about it. If anybody knows the destination that we were heading to this week, let me know, and I'll tell you here in a minute. But we are here at the Extended Stay America. And what our goal was with this family vacation was to have some really good time together, enjoying the sights and the sounds of the spot that we were in. But one of the major issues that we run into when it comes to family vacations is the issue of food, the issue of eating out. And we are a big family, and eating out on vacation is oftentimes the most expensive part of any vacation. And so what our goal was to find a place that had a kitchen. So that's why we chose Extended Stay America. And I think in past blog posts, we've talked about how we have purchased people's timeshare weeks or whatever that they were trying to sell, and how we have done it that way to be able to go to a vacation destination and be able to cook our food in the room and to be able to save money on the food. Well, the destination that we are in is Anaheim, California. Does anybody know what's in Anaheim, California? I'd love to see your comments and see if you know what could possibly be in this city in California. But when we looked for possible places that had kitchens, they were either a lot of money or they were sold out. It's a really popular vacation spot, especially for families looking for a vacation spot. And it looks like everybody's coming in. Yes, we are going to Disneyland. So let me flip this back around so you can see me. Yes, we are going to Disneyland. And if you had been watching our live videos before and seen our blog posts before, this has been a couple of years in the making. One of the things that was really exciting or really awesome this time around is that our daughter, who has a deadly peanut allergy, was here at Disneyland in 2013 with her grandparents. And she had a good time, but it was hard for her because of her peanut allergy, she couldn't eat anything in the park. She took her own food in, and it was hard for her to have the freedom to enjoy Disneyland for Disneyland. She worried about touching, the surfaces and handles on the rides that people were touching because she was afraid she was going to, be exposed to peanut oil or tree nut oil or any of those kinds of things. And so after she graduated, we asked her how she wanted to celebrate being peanut and tree nut free. She went through a modern medical treatment. It took a year, and she said, I would love to go to Disneyland. I want to go to Disneyland. And that was 2 years ago. So ever since then, we've been planning a trip to Disneyland for the family. And so, like I said, this is our room in the Extended Stay America. It's a very nice room. And one of the reasons, well, actually there's multiple reasons why we picked Extended Stay. When we actually looked at prices, the Extended Stay America was, some people are saying they can't hear. I don't know if it's on my end. Let me know if you can't hear me. But the reason why we chose Extended Stay America is because they were right here next to Disneyland. They're right on the route where the public transportation will pick you up and take you to the park. In addition, we had read that they had full kitchens. And we are talking full kitchens. You can see a full fridge, stove, microwave, all that kind of stuff. Oh, perfect. Come on in. And so then the other thing I wanted to show you was that the kitchens actually are not stocked right now. And we have some stuff coming in. I'm going to show you how this works, actually. It's actually really cool. So going back to what I was saying before, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So going back to what I was telling you before, we chose Extended Stay America because when we saw their prices online, they were actually cheaper than hotels, but we heard or saw online that they had full kitchens. Like the idea is an extended stay, like it's like a mini apartment or a studio apartment. I'm going to flip around here to Alex. And so what happens is you get this full kitchen. The cost was less than that of a regular hotel, but we have a microwave, we have a full fridge, we have a stove, and then what happens is it comes empty. So like if we open that cupboard, he's filling it now, but all the cupboards were empty. And at first we were a little confused when we came in, but then we saw this on the counter that showed when you get here, it is empty. And then based on how long you're here and what you intend to do while you're here, you can request for free any of these items. And so because we're going to actually be here a week, we requested all of them. And so Alex is putting them all away. But our intention while we are here is to make breakfast every day in the room, a nice big hot breakfast, fill the kids with protein so that they will last a good long time. And then we're actually packing a lunch into the park, you know, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and cheese sticks and a handful of other things. We actually brought our bin of food with us from home. And then we're going to be taking a lunch into the park, and we plan to eat one meal in the park a day, along with some goodies and snacks and those kinds of things, so that we can enjoy the food of Disney, but not spend an arm and a leg doing so that our daughter gets her food fix from Disney, but we can have that yummy breakfast here, not have to spend a ton of money. And again, so we've never stayed in Extended Stay America, and I don't know why, because like I could not believe really when I looked at the price compared to everything, how affordable it was. Oh yes, the essentials, coffee. You bring your own coffee. We brought our own coffee, but they have a full coffee maker and a toaster and everything. But I was really shocked, like the prices compared to a regular hotel room, your standard hotel room, you know, compared to any place else was significantly cheaper. And then they had the full kitchens, not little kitchenettes with little tiny microwaves and a little tiny sink and a little tiny fridge. It's a full kitchen. And that's what we wanted. That's why when we've traveled, we've stayed in condos that we've purchased from other people's timeshare weeks that they're trying to sell, because we get that fill. So I'm going to share a little trick with you. We actually, because we had saved enough on the room, and because the room was a lot more affordable, there's the pool here in Anaheim, we actually ended up getting 2 rooms for our family of 8, and 2 rooms was cheaper than a standard hotel suite at a lot of the other Good Neighbor hotels. 2 rooms was like a third of the cost of any Disneyland hotel standard room. So I'm actually going to take you, this is the king room. So this is kind of like mom and dad's and some of the little kids' room. The couch in there will pull out to be a bed as well. And as you can tell, it has a nice recliner, like an office space. I mean, it looks like a studio apartment. And we're here for a week. I mean, when we said that we were going to save up and go to Disneyland, we saved up and planned for 2 years, and we're serious. So we're going to be here a week. A lot of people might think that we're completely nuts and completely crazy, but it is what it is. We finally get to go to Disneyland, and our daughter gets to enjoy it, so that's what we're doing. And so Rhonda asked, what is the cost? I know the cost varies all across the country, but most all locations are under $100 when we compared the prices, which is incredible for this kind of room. And it's even cheaper depending on some areas, and I'm going to tell you a trick on how we got it for even less. And it actually has to do with, I saw the sign here somewhere, this Extended Perks program. I'm going to tell you about that. Before we go into the other room that we got, this room was a little bit more expensive than the other room I'm going to show you. The other room is right across the hall because it's like the King Studio Suite. And so this one was like, I think about $15 more a night than the standard room I'm going to take you into next. But before we do that, I also wanted Alex to tell us about the internet here too and explain how that worked for like extended stays and all those kinds of things.
So yeah, so I'm actually going to be working, I'm not sure if you mentioned this yet or not.
I haven't.
So we're going to be here for a full week, and Cassie and the kids, we're all going to be going in the parks Monday and Tuesday. And then I have some work I need to do, so I'm going to be staying back Wednesday through Friday during the day and working, and then joining the family in the parks. So I'm going to be staying here and doing some work, and that's one thing that Extended Stay America talks about is it's a perfect place for an office away from home. So I'm able to come here, I'll be able to work at the desk, high-speed internet, free unlimited internet. One thing it says if you have to connect to like a VPN or want high speed for like being able to Skype with your friends or family back at home, it recommends upgrading. So you can upgrade your internet for $3.99 to get a higher speed.
For $3.99 a day, right?
A day, right.
Yeah.
Or, in our case, since we're going to be here for almost a week, we're going to go ahead and upgrade for $14.99.
For the full week.
So,
yeah.
You know, I've stayed in hotels where
it's like $15 a day.
I haven't paid for it, but my work has.
Yeah.
It's $14 to $20
dollars a day. Yeah.
So
and we also saw the month-long option for $19.99.
Yeah. So depending on how long you're going to stay here, you know, that is really reasonable.
Yes. Yeah. So free standard Wi-Fi or really, really affordable high-speed internet. And so that was just like another perk. Like overall, I'm really super impressed. So I'm going to take you into the second room that we got, which is like their standard room. So I'm going to put this little thing up so I can get back in. It's just right across the hall here. Hopefully I have the right key because we have a couple. There we go. So this is the other room. And as you can see, it's a little bit smaller. It's got 2 double beds, whereas the other one had the king bed and then the sofa pull-out. This one was about $15 cheaper than the king room, but it was perfect. So we got the king room so that we can, you know, have the parents' room with the little kids, and we're actually doing it boys' room and girls' room. So mom and girls are in one room, and dad and boys are in the other. So this is the bathroom in this one. Yes. So like I had mentioned, when we checked the prices for the extended stay, they were coming up less than $100 pretty much every location. And I will tell you one thing. I haven't actually been in this room very much, so here's our view out this room. But so this is like more of like your standard room. It does have a table and a desk. And I think this one, yeah, this one was far under $100 a night. The other one I think was just barely close to that amount or whatever. So I'm going to go back into the king room. But as you can tell, these cupboards are empty. We're actually, because we have 2 rooms, we're just going to do all the cooking in one room. But this room has all the same kitchen features that the other one does. And so it's great. Anyway, so let me flip this around and take you back over. I'm back. Okay, so let me take you back over here and just tell you one of the ways that we got it even cheaper. So they have this program. Well, there's a couple of ways that you can get extended stay cheaper. One, they have this program called Extended Stay, Extended Perks, Extended Perks. You can sign up for it on their website, and just by signing up, you get 20% off of your stay. So like whatever the lowest prices are, you get 20% off, which is awesome. But one thing that they have, because the intention here is that the longer you stay, the better value it is, they also want you to have discounts to the area. And so the Extended Perks program, when you sign up for it, they send you, or you have access rather, you log into your Extended Perks account and you have access to hundreds of coupons in your area, or rather the area that you're going to be staying at or that you plan to go to. And you don't even have to be staying at an Extended Stay America to be a part of the program and use their coupons. So we actually found coupons for like 10% off a meal, buy one, get one free, 15% off. They even have like shopping coupons. So it's almost like a community coupon book for that area or whatever. You could even use it in your own local area. You don't, like I said, you don't have to be staying at an extended stay. But by signing up for their Extended Perks, you get the 20% off whenever you stay at an extended stay. And it's a free program. It doesn't cost anything. It's like a rewards program. Actually, it's not even a rewards program because you don't earn points. It's just a discount program. It's just a fun way to save extra. And you get emails with special deals. Plus, you can log in at any time and get coupons to any spot there. Like my traveling hair. It's a mess, isn't it? I'm realizing that as I'm looking at myself. Anyway, and so that's actually one way that you can get it a lot cheaper. The other way is the longer you stay, the cheaper it becomes. The idea is an extended stay. And so many people, they said that many people stay here either for like longer vacations. Yes, you can stay one night or whatever. And then some people will come and stay here for a couple of weeks if they're moving, or they've had people that come for like 3 or 4 months at a time. If they're working in the area, like it's intended to be like home away from home in a more classic sense than just a hotel. So anyway, I'm gonna actually do a live video tomorrow of us making breakfast before we go into Disneyland. And I want to just have you just kind of have fun with us making our hot breakfast before we go. But I hope that this was of help to help you find super affordable options for travel that is convenient, that's nice, big. I mean, I can't believe how much space. If you can see the space, there's a pretty good amount of space. And a full kitchen, which is huge for us. So anyway, I hope this was of help, and we will talk to you later. Bye-bye. Hi everybody, it's Cassie from thethriftycouple.com. Happy Tuesday to you. A couple of days ago, we did a live video showing you that we are on our big family vacation to Disneyland in Southern California. We also told you that it's a couple of years in the making, that we've been saving and working towards this trip. And then we also showed you where we are staying for a super affordable price and what the benefit of it was. And that is that we are staying in an extended stay America. We've never stayed in one before, but when we were doing our research for the best place to stay, we were looking for something that had a full kitchen. And we're talking like a full kitchen, not a kitchenette with a microwave and a little mini fridge. And so the purpose and importance of a full kitchen was that we are a big family, where there's 8 of us. And so to feed our family is very expensive. So when we go on vacation, the most important thing is that we find ways of making healthy, frugal meals in our room. And so I was really impressed with the Extended Stay America online, and the price was amazing. And compared to other hotel suites that have full kitchens, this was one of the most affordable options that we could find, and it has been perfect. We've been here 2 nights already, and it's been great. We've already been to Disneyland once, and today we're going to Disney's California Adventure. And so they do offer a continental breakfast here at the hotel, but again, the important thing is if my kids eat a continental breakfast, they will be hungry again very, very quickly. They'll be hungry as soon as we get into the park. And so instead, I want to make a good protein-filled breakfast. So I am making poached eggs over toast and avocado. And I'm using apple cider vinegar to put a little bit in my boiling water here for my poached eggs. I'll tell you why this bottle of vinegar has been so super important here in just a second. But this meal also doesn't require that I have to go buy butter and cooking spray and all that stuff. The hotel does provide pots and pans. Al, would you mind showing them the thing when you get into the room? That flyer right there. You get to pick your customized kitchen package, like based on how much work you intend to do in the kitchen. For us,
So, for example, can I show them?
yeah.
So they have a practical comforts package where you essentially get all your necessities. You get your plates, you get your cups, you get your mugs, you get all your silverware and your towels. And one thing that's really nice too as well, they don't have full service, but if you take your towels down, like I just did this morning, you can get a fresh set of towels and be ready to go for the new day. So,
Yes.
And then optional, so this is going to be dependent for your family. As you can see, Cassie, she's using the toaster right here. So that's an optional one as well. It's just a nice way to be able to choose what you need so you don't clutter up your space.
Yes.
But you have your pans like she's using over on the stove, a colander if you're making any kind of pasta or rinsing out some fruit or vegetables, cutting board, coffee maker, toaster, and of course a dish drying rack, which is a necessity if you're trying to wash and do all your stuff. They also
give you like these little packets of dish soap too in your dish drying kit. And so they have basically the basic necessities that you might need. So I'm also going to be cooking some sausage. I'm making fully cooked turkey sausage to save time. You know, when we got to the area, we just went to the local grocery store and just grabbed some groceries. And I wanted to just get pre-cooked sausage because it's faster and easier on these busy mornings, but I wanted to provide protein. Okay, so while that stuff is cooking. I have to tell you a story about the apple cider vinegar.
And the reason Cassie's wearing a Spartan shirt today.
Oh yeah, it's Spartan
Spartan
Day.
Family Day. That's right.
So everybody, including the baby, is wearing a Spartan shirt. The baby uses a onesie that says it's burpee time. If anybody knows that reference, give us a thumbs up. So anyway, but yeah, we got into California a day earlier because we wanted to see a couple of other things. And while we were in the area, we decided to do that Hollywood Hills hike. We are from the Rocky Mountain Northwest, and so hiking is like a huge thing for our family. We love hiking in the Rocky Mountains. So we thought, oh, let's do the classic Hollywood sign hike. And I always thought you could get right next to the sign. Anyway, so we took this hike, and we were not prepared in the sense that we knew how long it was, and so the distance wasn't a problem. And I think it was what was it, Al? 2.3 up?
2.3 up, 2.3 down.
So,
really short.
So it was pretty short in terms of hikes, but it was a wide dirt road, zero shade, no shade at all. And I'm super thankful that our kids had hats, and they were fine. But I got burned really, really bad. And so we knew that the only solution to that was going to be using apple cider vinegar. So Alex ran to the store and got apple cider vinegar, and I've been putting vinegar on it, and it's like, I don't know if you can tell from here, but it's like dramatically different. So if you saw my video a couple days ago, it looked terrible.
Hey, good morning, kids.
So anyway, I'm going to pull these poached eggs out now, and they're they break open easily. And I love making poached eggs because they are light. They don't require oil or anything else. So you put the poached eggs. You need the vinegar, because the vinegar helps everything coagulate. And so we had a double purpose for our vinegar. Okay, so I'm going to take one piece of toast here and just show you a fancy little way to make breakfast with very minimal ingredients and very little time. I'm going to turn these up a little bit. Okay, where did I put my avocado? Right here. Okay. So the only thing that, of course, in the hotel room is you got to be a little bit more creative with counter space when you're trying to make a meal for a family of 8. So we got these California avocados, which in our area they're super expensive, but here they were 59 cents each. So we were super excited because we knew that we could make one of our favorite breakfasts, and that is toast. Doesn't need any butter or anything. And then you put a half an avocado on. And you can kind of squish it and spread it around. And then you add a poached egg on top, and you have to do this very gently because the eggs will collapse. And the idea is, there we go, that the egg will splatter open all over the toast, and it's so, so super yummy. So I've got sausage here that I think is pretty much done. So we'll add a sausage, add some more sausage there for everybody else, and a cutie little orange. There you have it. I used very, very minimal ingredients and got avocado with good fat, a poached egg, turkey sausage, and that. And I want to show you now what happens when you eat a poached egg. It didn't require butter, like I didn't have to buy cooking spray, I didn't have to bring butter or anything. But this is what I love. You just cut it open and it just all falls out over the toast, and it's so yummy. My kids love this. This is one of their favorite breakfasts. And there's no place that we could go to get a breakfast for this cheap, meaning just the cost of the grocery store. The good deals at the grocery store. So anyway, there you have it. This is why we choose places that have full kitchens. Extended Stay America was the best deal. I even looked at different places across the country. They had the best deal. And especially compared to other hotels that have full kitchenettes or full kitchens versus hotels that also have kitchenettes. They were still cheaper than a hotel kitchenette. The other thing that I shared the other day is to join the Extended Perks program. It's free. We did that, and everybody saves another 20% off of their rooms when you do that. But this is just a sample of some of the coupons that you have. They just gave this to you at the lobby. But if you log into your Extended Perks account, you will find like hundreds and dozens to hundreds of coupons in the area that you're staying We've also used the Extended Perks coupons in our local area because you don't have to be staying at an Extended Stay America at any time you use their coupons from their Extended Perks program. It's basically like a free entertainment book. So I would highly recommend do that, and then you get another 20% off your Extended Stay America stays. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed watching us make breakfast and that you've enjoyed following us along in our journey. And I need more coffee. The kids are not quite up yet, so I'm going to finish breakfast, get some coffee, and get everybody going so that we can have a good day.